Ready to rock? All right. All right. Let's get started. So today we're going to regular class. Next class we'll work our legs and we'll cycle through our normal cycle. Feet together. Right fist, left palm, show courtesy. Start off with the wave hands like clouds meditation. Remember, keep the eyes focused, the center of the hand. And we're going to move on to the Qigong. Breathe in. Out. This is the wrong one. Sorry. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Next one, breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. And the closing. Breathe in. And out. Shake it out. Next stretch. Up. down. Stretch it up. Down. Right side. Switch. And switch. Neck rotations. Other direction. And hands up. Wrist rotations in. Out. Shoulder rotations forward. Back. Hands. Lap the kidneys. Chest. Center. Hip rotations. Other direction. and shake it out. Next, we go to grab the ball waist turning. Inhale as you're up. Exhale as you're down. Keep the eyes focused on the imaginary ball. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Other direction. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Last one. Breathe in. Out. And shake it out. Feet together. Knee rotation. Other way. Separate feet. Inward circles. Other way. Shake it out. Ankle rotations. Right side in. Other way. And switch sides. Ankle rotations in. Other way. And shake it out. And slap the left side. Switch. Legs. Lower back. Stomach washing. Top of the head. And one with the hands. Massage the face, forehead. Eyes. Nose. Mouth. Neck. Thyroid. Kidneys. And shake it out. And move on to the 8 brocades. Number 1, holding up the sky. Remember to try to be a little bit more conscientious about what we're doing. I mean, obviously we're doing Qigong, but I know I've explained it before, but as opposed to just moving the hands, because, that's all well and good. But here, there's a very slight upward and downward torso action, because given what this exercise is for, digestion, respiration, and elimination, you want to be expanding and contracting this. Now, you don't want to overdo it, but straighten up and relax as you go through. It's a little bit iffy at first, but just try to get the concept. That applies for all of them. Like number 2, when we get to it, it's not just a matter of moving the hand. You actively open this up and bring it back. Number 3, same story. One side's tense, one side stretched. 4 and 5 are a little bit iffy. 6 does it for you naturally. 7, you don't really need to. And 8 is the same as number 1 in that you open up and bring it down. So the main ones to worry about are 1, 2, 3, and so 8. The rest of them kind of already do it just the way they're structured. All right, lecture's done. Number 1, holding up the sky. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. out, in, out. Last set, breathe in. Out, in, and out. And that's number 2. Just a pointer, particularly about number 1. These very slight changes are very subtle. Not so much with number 2. With number 2, it's a lot more visible that you're actively opening and then coming back as you open and close. Now, I definitely overdid it, but that's really not too far from it. And also, when you come up with movements like these, same as like number 8 and number 3, you don't want to do this with your shoulder too much. Like, you don't want your shoulder too close to your ear. You want your shoulder relaxed. What's stretching is like you're just kind of turning your body, I guess, without, you're not like throwing your hip out, you're bending your torso. So it's not the shoulder that's coming up, it's the torso that's moving, if that makes any sense. And with number 1, meaning you don't want to do this and tense up your shoulders. You want your shoulders to be relaxed, even though you're stretching up. All right. Number 2, remember to open up. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. In. And out. And the closing, breathe in. And out. Shake it out, stand up. Number 3, pressing up and down for the stomach and the spleen. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. And the closing, breathe in. And out. On to number 4, looking back to deal with negative emotions. Remember to open the eyes wide as you look back. All right. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Last one. In. Out. And the closing, breathe in. And next one, number 5, for the heart and the pericardium. Remember the hands are way up on top of the, like right above the knee for a pressure point that goes down to your heart meridian from what I understand. And remember to engage the upper half of your torso. Like it's not just staying stagnated in like one robotic position. There's a twist to it as you come down. It's not just doing this. So remember to twist as you go down and around. All right, number 5, wagging the tail. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Shake it out. All right. Number 6, jolting back for the immune system. Remember to try to focus on the points here. Like I've always said, and I still stand to till this day, I still don't know how to do that. But as my understanding develops, I get the concept. You want to try to visualize the energy moving up from the ground and in through your dantian to that point back there. Now, it should feel warm from what I'm told, but again, everybody is different. I had a guy practicing Tai Chi. 9 out of 10 times, if somebody says they feel something, they feel heat radiating from their hand. One guy said he felt cold. That's normal. I mean, it's not typical, but it's not abnormal. It's relative to your body. Some people are going to feel the warmth instantly, unlike myself. Some people aren't. Some people might feel something different. So if you feel something tingling or cold or hot, or maybe you feel nothing, just keep your mind on those points. And remember to grabbing the left wrist. There's a pressure point in here that's relevant. I'm not entirely sure how, but I've seen this in a lot of different Qigong exercises. Number 6, jolting back. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. And the closing, breathe in. And out. Next one, number 7, staring at the fist with angry eyes. Remember to tense the fist and open the eyes wide. Qigong exercises like number 4 and number 7, they're special because unlike 6, 1, 2, 3, and 5, they don't involve a compress and stretch action. These are all in your head. So to say you're breathing, what I like to think, I read this somewhere. They said when you're inhaling, pretend like you're inhaling golden particles. And when you're exhaling black, nasty, ugly particles. Now that's the fancy way to put it, but not that the way I put it is much, much more tangible. But when you're breathing in, it's kind of like think you're pulling in positivity, which is why you're relaxed when you come in. When you're breathing out, let out the negativity and be tense about it. Not, you're not squeezing your muscles for dear life, but let go of some tension, be tense and relax. So breathing, taking in positive, putting out negative. And when I say that, I don't mean it in terms of like energy, in terms of, negative, like a battery. I don't mean it in terms of battery. I mean it in the literal sense, like good and bad. Breathe in good, let out bad. So that's it. Number 7. Staring at the fist with angry eyes. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. In. Out. Breathe in. Out. And the closing, breathe in. And out. Shake it out. Last one, number 8. Now, this one I've always had a little bit of difficulty understanding, because if we were just standing, I'd say, oh, you're bringing the energy up to the crown and bringing it back down. Why the heel thing? I have no idea. And even more so, why do we drop down hard on our heels? I have no idea. I imagine it has something to do with the vibration that it causes throughout the lower half of your body, but that's never been explained to me, nor do I get it conceptually, but that's how it is. So that's how I do it. Beyond that, outside of that, visualize the energy from the ground coming up to the top of your head as you go up and back down through the ground. Now, this is where positive and negative change definition, because there's, bringing in good energy, letting out bad, which is the same as saying positive and negative. But energetically, it's a little bit different. When you're taking in positive and you're letting out negative, it's what you're taking in versus what you're letting out. It has no good or bad connotation in this context. So take in positive, let out negative. In this case, it's more battery-like as opposed to number 7, which is, our definition of good and bad versus energetic definition of positive and negative. All right, last one, number 8. Breathe in. And out. In. Out. In. And out. Okay. So how much time do we have? Enough. Okay. So very quickly, as I was doing it, I guess I understood a little bit better. When you come up, it mentally helps you to think about literally sending the energy up. I really don't think it serves much more of a purpose than that. Visually and physically moving up. So guide the energy up. When you go down, you hit the ground harder. I don't think it has anything to do with the vibration as it does to do with sending the energy down in a very literal sense. As you come up, mentally you can think the energy is going up. As you go down, you feel yourself going down, shooting the energy to the ground. That's what I got. I'm sorry if that doesn't clear things up. I'm still learning, so it's a little bit tough for me to explain. Okay, so we're gonna go straight through to 24 postures. That way we can have more time to spend on it in detail. I know we left off at this thing, and we're gonna go into the wave hands like cloud section. All right, let's start from the beginning, and then once we finish, I'll jump right to that part and we'll continue on from there. And given that we're not doing a seated meditation, try to treat this run through as if it were meditation, which is what Tai Chi is, a moving meditation. And begin. All right. Cool. We're good on time. Where did I say we? Okay. Okay. So on this side, you're gonna go straight into the wave hands like clouds. So the right hand goes down, left hand flips, both feet turn. Then once you hit the other side, switch, shift back, hook out, and the left hand comes to the shoulder. And as you step out with the left, drag across. So you're going to turn to your left, the hand switch to position. Bow. Hands, change, turn. And remember, this turn is not just torso turn, shift the weight, hook up, and left hand goes to the shoulder. Step out, open up to single whip. Now, the next set, you're going to do like 3-ish. I want to say it's 4 because the last one. But from here, when you do the wave hands like clouds, remember there is almost like an imaginary stick connecting your elbows. So the line is here. Now, you're not going to stand like this, but that imaginary connection is there. So the hands do not deviate from this. And I literally mean this. Despite it looking like there's a circular action to it, there is none. The movement is just with the hands. Outside of this, which brings it in, it's just with the hands. Sorry, with the waist. So each step, the hands barely move besides to switch up and down. So it's the illusion of the circle that usually throws people off. But this is all it is. Now, with regard to the stepping, you turn here, I have to do it. Then as you come back, the right foot comes in. Turn the hands, turn the body, then step out with the left. Turn the hands, body, leg. Hands, body, leg. Hands, body, leg. Now, I have this bad habit of wanting to step where I'm looking. So what I mean is, if I'm going this way, I want to step in this angle. That's a no-no. The stepping is just this. You're shifting the weight to one side, stepping out, stepping back to center. So in a very broken down sense, this graceful movement is actually very boring because this is the step, this is the hand, and this is your body. It looks a lot more complex than it is. It's a lot more to get mentally, but once you break it down for its spare parts, it's relatively simple. So again, from here, turn, bring it in. This first one is difficult for me. Okay, Let me just make sure I'm doing that right. Yeah. Okay. So you're going to come in this way, flip the hands, body. And notice as I turn my body, I shift my weight. And then step. Hands, body, and shift the weight. Leg. Hands, body, and shift. Leg. Hands, body, shift. Leg. Hands, body, leg. All right, now this one is the fun one. So on the last one, so you're going to do this essentially 3 times. If we're counting it, it'll be 1, 2, 3. So once you do 3, and now you take a big step out with your left leg. And now you do this in place. Back into single whip again. Now I've seen people do this and go back to here and then step out again. How do I do it? It depends. Honestly, it depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I'll do this. Sometimes I'll just stay here and shift right into it without stopping or without breaking up into this. That's up to you. Honestly, there is no, that's the thing. There is really no right or there's wrong answers, but the wrong answers are definitely not semantics like that. The wrong answers are going to be the stance positioning, all the foundational stuff, the important stuff, the detail of the form of whether it's this or that or this to that or just going straight into it. It's not too important. All right, let's run through that again. How are we on time? Okay, one more time. Last time. From here, turn, shifting, now shift back, hook up, hand to the shoulder, open up, single whip. Now you're gonna shift to the back, hands, turn, shift, bring the leg in, hands, turn, leg, hands, turn, leg, hands, turn, leg, hands, turn, leg, hands. Now that was 3. Big step out, shifts, turn, hook. If you want to pull in the leg, you can pull in the leg and open up, single whip. I kind of, it's hard to to explain it when I'm doing it because it's very, you don't think about it that way once you get it. It's just one action when you get it. But breaking it down, it's A, difficult to teach, and B, difficult to learn at first. So take your time with that. I know most of you already have experience, so you're probably like, why is this dude over explaining? But for those of you that don't have as much experience, I hope that was helpful. Welcome to my, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so that is time.
Yeah.
See you all next Tuesday. Have a safe holiday if you celebrate. If not, have a great week in general. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Brandon. Have a happy holiday.
Bye.